What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. I am the Poetic Killer, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about Aquarius. So we went through the fire series, we went through the water series, we went through the air series. No, we went through fire, water, earth, and now we're finishing the last element of this ethosphere, which is air. And we've done cardinal air, which was Libra. And also, in terms of the video for the Libra video, it cut out at the end because my battery died, but it had pretty much most of the information that I needed to put out there, so that's all good. Um, Now we're doing Aquarius, fixed air, and then last but not least, Gemini. Now, in terms of Aquarius, Aquarius is the 11th house, which represents the shins, right? Pisces is the feet. So, because your body also has its own form of astrology, you know what I mean? The head being the Aries, throat being Taurus, you know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. The lungs being Gemini, and you keep going, keep going. Um, so yeah, as I was saying, ruled by the 11th house, Aquarius, it is the fixated part of winter, right? We got cardinal. The beginning of winter is Capricorn. The middle part of winter is Aquarius, and then the last part of winter is Pisces. You know what I'm saying? That's like the last part of the subconscious realm before waking up again, Aries. So when it's the fixated part of winter, it's ruled by what? Saturn, and co-ruled by Uranus. It being co-ruled by Uranus has that energy of spontan spontan spontaneous that spontaneous. Yeah, spontaneous. It has the energy of spontaneous. So things happen very rapid, out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And it's transforming that status. You know what I'm saying? Because Saturn has to do with status, building things up, structure. You know what I mean? Some form of stability. Uranus likes to switch it up. It likes to destroy that and bring something new. And very quickly too. So it's very innovative. It's like the evolution of technology, just like you see outside of you, the evolution of transportation, the evolution of the industrial revolution. That would be Aquarius energy. You know what I'm saying? You see trains, the early versions of trains to the new versions of trains we have now, like the bullet trains in Japan. That is a form of Uranus energy. That is a form of Aquarius energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it does. But you're doing this internally because winter has to do with you know cold, very cold, right? And the more you go into space, it gets very cold. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. It has to do with the internal. The internal or nighttime is fixated part of it. So you're fixated on new innovative ideas. You have new innovative ways of displaying yourself. And it being fixated air, that means you have a fixated mindset. So once you're innovative, that's how you like to see things. And you also represent that through your actions also. And you like, because it's air, it's group mentality, but you'll be the type of person who'll be like a black sheep amongst other sheeps. You know what I mean? Because you're unique. You have the energy of spontaneous. You have spontaneous mindset. You have a spontaneous energy. You like to make things very, very like futuristic, actually. So you have a futuristic mind. You have a futuristic expression where people really don't understand you. They cannot comprehend you because you're so ahead of your time in terms of your. It could be like, even like, let's say if you're a comedian, just the way you make your jokes is very ahead of your time. So it might be something that people have never seen. They might see it as strange, but they have no choice to be gravitated towards it. They have no choice to be gravitated towards it because it's like they're captivated by your uniqueness, but they don't understand it because it's so foreign and very different. So, there's a saying like, people are afraid of what they don't understand. So that's an Aquarius energy. Because people cannot comprehend you, they automatically are either, they might, you know, either like not repulsed, but like they might be more, they might oppose you. They might oppose you more because you're so different. But once they start to understand you and can comprehend you, then they would want to be around you all the time. So some Aquarius know how to pull that off very good and still be able to be around people, and some Aquarius have to learn that through time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you have like a retrograde in your Aquarius, then you're here to learn how to be unique amongst other people, and it might be something that you brought from your previous life that you need to learn how to master. And once you do that, you'll know where to go. So yeah, it ruling the 11th house. That has to do with associations, but not your close associations like Gemini, the ones around your city. You know what I'm saying? It's not that one. It's not close. It's not vast or mass association, like kind of like or traveling to another country, like um Sagittarius. This is more like the world, all the continents, all the seven seas. You know what I'm saying? That's more Aquarius energy. It's like the world, the people. You know what I'm saying? So you have an energy that is very quick to captivate the masses if you put yourself out there. You know what I mean? Because it's so different. People love things that are different, that they cannot understand, that they cannot comprehend, because it sparks an energy of curiosity, And when people are curious, it brings out a energy of, it's not, I don't want to say addictiveness, but it's like you're compelled to know that, and it just drags you and drags you and drags you in. So people like that type of energy. Um, and if they have the ability and the curiosity to want to learn, eventually will be something that they actually eventually like, because they'll be more hip to it. You know what I'm saying? But because it's Aquarius and it's very innovative and it's very out there, you know what I'm saying? Because and out there means more internally in there. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to get far out in space, you have to have a innovative mind also to be able to comprehend space. If you cannot go out into space if you don't comprehend space internally. So the people that created like uh rockets and things like that, they had to have a very innovative mind to comprehend space. You know what I'm saying? That's why they even had the ideas of creating rockets and things like that, because they have to have that type of mindset. But if you don't have that type of mindset, you won't even think about that. So that's the same thing with Aquarius energy. For them to even be in Aquarius, they already had to be different. They already had to be unique. And eventually they have to learn how to be comfortable in that energy. You know what I'm saying? Because they will feel like the black sheep and the odd one out in whatever they're doing. But once they master that energy, then eventually they'll be known for that and people will be drawn to them for that, you know? But it takes time. They're also very good though when it comes to stability, because they just like to be stable in their own unique way. They have stability, but their stability might be very chaotic to other people, because they don't have that Uranus energy. But they like to be very innovative. They like to create something new. You know what I'm saying? So it's very like that. It's like, for example, like in history, I don't know his name, but he was a German scientist that discovered germs, right? But eventually he was thrown in prison for that because people didn't comprehend what he was trying to say, until eventually people did the research and everything and understood what he was trying to say. So like that's a perfect example of that, of Aquarius energy or Uranus energy, where people cannot comprehend it. So eventually, so at first they're very standoffish, but then eventually, then they'll understand it, and then and it will be something that is actually very well received within society. You know what I'm saying? So it usually just takes time. You just have to give it time. Um, so that's it. Yeah, they like to be fixated on their. They have their own type of mindset. They have their own type of way of perceiving things and creating stability out of that, because they're still ruled by Saturn. So they still like stability. They still like something to be structured, but they like it in their own unique way. You know what I'm saying? That's what differs them from Capricorn. Capricorn just like stability. They just like to build things, while Uranus, Aquarius likes to destroy that and build something new, but still be some form of stability. So yeah, in terms of jobs, Aquariuses will be good at like, I feel like they'll be good. Yeah, like poem. If they're into anything that has to do with speech, it could be podcast, it could be poems, it could be a rapper, a singer. Um, because the way they'll just express themselves is very unique and very different. You know what I'm saying? Um, and even if it's in sports and things like that, it would be something that they they like to do, like that's different. So they might like I'm trying to think of a unique sport. So something like that game that's not longer like, it was like a basketball game. I used to watch it as a kid where it's like a trampoline and you could slam dunk. But it's like basketball, but you're using trampolines instead. I forgot what it's called, but I'm sure people might know if they know what I'm talking about. And it was very, very different. It wasn't the original way of basketball, but it was still some form of basketball, just in a different way. You know what I mean? And it was, yeah, you could jump from different trampolines, and that's how you would play it instead of just running on a normal court. So like that's an Aquarius energy type of thing. Um, or even this. No, I wouldn't call it Aquarius. I mean, it is Aquarius, like the game where people slap each other and some people get knocked out from that. Like that would be an Aquarius. It's very different. It's very, like, people might not understand it because it doesn't make any sense. But certain people like that type of sport, so you know that's just how it is. But yeah, that's how it goes. In terms of relationships, Aquarius will be good with Sagittarius because Sagittarius have that out of this world type of imagination teaching. Aquarius will be good with, I believe, Pisces. Um, if they have like a goal and a vision to achieve something, I think, yeah, they'll go well with Pisces because Pisces will give them that Neptunian, dreamy, but like also out of this world, logical type of way of creating something, whether it's in art or it's in music or whatever it is. But something very creative. That would be more Pisces and Aquarius energy. They would have to do something like, or like modeling, but like a different, unique way of modeling. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of who else Aquarius will be good at with relationships. Um, because they have a rebellious type of energy. Like they like to like do find their stability, but in their own unique way. So they would probably do well with, maybe like, trying to think, like if they have a passion, probably Aries because Aries like to be individuals, so they like to do their own thing. You know what I mean? And Aquarius are they're fixated air, so they know how to be an individual amongst other people too. So Aries and Aquarius might do well, because they have that energy of, I do what I want to do type of energy. Um, Maybe even Scorpio, if that Scorpio trust. So if they have a good, it has to be a mature Scorpion, a mature Aquarius, or else it's not gonna really work. Um, yeah, Aquariuses will do well with there, and probably, I'm trying to think. Maybe will they do well with Libras? They definitely wouldn't do well with Gemini's. I feel like Gemini's are too much people. They like to, what I mean? Aquariuses, they need their own time to be by themselves. Gemini's are too in people's faces. So Aquarius wouldn't do well in that type of energy. But yeah, Chris probably would do well with, yeah, Aries, Scorpios, Pisces in terms of creativity, and I mean relation, maybe Libras, maybe, yeah, maybe. Um but yeah, definitely Sagittarius. Aquarius will do well with Sagittarius, 100%, because they're both sapiosexual type of people. So I believe they'll do very well together, 100%. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys getting something new. We'll be doing the Gemini, last but not least, and then we can do something else in terms of astrology. Um, Maybe we'll start doing houses, different planets in each houses. But yeah, until next time, guys. Yeah, I'll catch you soon.